Voters will be making decisions on members of a school board that doesn't exist yet during town meeting, as well as voting to approve, or not, the school district the winning candidates would be administrating. Let's take things one step at a time. A 17-member committee known as the Northshire Merger Study Committee has been meeting since last year to develop a plan for a consolidation of several local school districts under Act 46, a statute enacted in 2015 which encourages school districts to explore forming larger entities. Under the proposal the Northshire Study Group developed, the school districts of Manchester, Dorset, Sunderland, Danby, Mount Tabor, and the 4 towns of the Mountain Towns Red, or Regional Education District, Weston, Londonderry, Landgrove, and Peru, would form one new central school district with one 13-member school board. John Wilson, the chairman of the study group, explains.
So we have 13 seats, and 9 of those, so we have 9 towns that would fall in this regional education district, and every town is guaranteed, regardless of the size, is guaranteed at least one district, okay, or at least one director, excuse me. And there are 4 other seats, and those are up for grabs amongst the 4 largest towns. So that's Manchester, Dorset, Danby, and Londonderry. So, they can to be eligible for those seats, you have to be a resident of one of those 4 towns. And the other thing that voters should know is that you're not just voting for the school director of your town, you're voting for all 13 seats. Okay, that's called at-large voting. And that's really, we thought this is important that we have, it's an important addition because this is going to be one school district. And voters, gone will be the days, if this is passed, where you just are concerned about what's going on in your district or your town, because this is one school district, one entity, and you have to know, what's going on in the whole district.
Voters will face a somewhat longer ballot than many have been used to in the past, starting with the question of whether or not they approve the formation of the new Taconic and Green School District, before moving on to elect the actual directors who will occupy the directors' seats. Some of the districts are necessary and others are advisable. Wilson explains the difference.
Manchester, Mountain Towns, and Dorset are called necessary districts. So that means if in order for the merger to pass, those 3 need to have successful votes, and they can do a revote. They'll have an opportunity to do one revote if it does not pass. Now, the reason is, first of all, you need to get to the required number of students to be eligible for the incentives. Any 2 of those 3 currently, I think, could work together, could merge together to reach that number of students. But, is it really likely that if one of those 3 was excluded, right? I don't think anyone would want that new district. That would be pretty odd, right? Especially if Manchester was excluded to have a donut hole. And I think many people on the committee anyway, we want us to be together. Now, Sunderland, Danby, and Mount Tabor, right? They're advisable districts, and we thought, because they have a lot more to weigh. They would have to give up 7th and 8th grade choice. Okay, and that's a lot for them to consider. Sunderland and Mount Tabor especially would have to share their impact aid. That's the money they get in lieu of taxes for their the national forest land that they have, and so they have to share that forest impact aid with the new unified district. Okay, so they have more to weigh, right? And they're smaller districts, and Mount Tabor and Danby are union districts. So what one does, the other one has to do. And so they agreed everyone agreed that those districts should be advisable.
And here's the teeth of Act 46. So it says here that November 30th, 2018, the state board shall publish on the agency's website its order merging and realigning districts and supervisory unions where necessary. Okay, so that's one interpretation, is that's the teeth of it, where they can order you to merge, if that makes sense.
A series of forums, which started in Danby last week and then in Londonderry at the Floodbrook School, have already been held to help voters understand the issues and the different ballot they will face. Another one will be held in Sunderland on February 28th at the Sunderland Elementary School, and tailored for Sunderland voters. Another one will be held on March 2nd at the Manchester Community Library, which is designed for voters from all the districts. For the GNAT TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.